Do you think that Israeli Prime Minister will fulfill all the commitments, whatever are in the peace agreement? Do you anticipate in the days to come everlasting ceasefire?
Such a peace plan has always been on the cards, but it has been elusive. Each time it appeared, approaching or near accomplishment, there were developments that threw it away from the international.
It derailed the process.
Yes, international community's reach.
How you see Pakistan's role in the days to come when this peace process is pushed forward?
Pakistan was on the table and certainly had its inclusion, involvement, and views, consent. I know for sure from my own understanding and knowledge. There were certain proposals,
okay,
including presented by certain countries, including Pakistan.
Pakistan being non-Arab country now given an extraordinary weightage position in Middle East peace process. Do you think this particularly increasing role is due to Marka-e-Haq of 10th May that Pakistan's security stature has risen?
The recognition that has been accorded this time is certainly owed to multiple reasons and multiple factors. And you have rightly alluded to Marka-e-Haq, where Pakistan stamped its authority in terms of being a key player in regional peace, security, and stability.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome to Program Insight in V News English special broadcast here at Pakistan Embassy in Washington. In today's conversation, we are fortunate to have with us Pakistan's Ambassador to United States of America, Ambassador Rizwan Saeed Sheikh. Ambassador Rizwan Saeed Sheikh, sir, very warm welcome to Program Insight in V News English. While we are talking, there is a very, very important development that is a significant progress on Middle East peace process. The US President has announced finally a peace plan after meeting Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. What do you think that this peace plan is workable? Do you think Israel will finally stick to whatever conditions, whatever proposals that have been presented during this particular meeting on Middle East?
Well, thank you, first of all, Mateen sir, for having me on your program.
Pleasure.
You have already given the backdrop that there was a meeting of some 8 countries.
Exactly.
On the sidelines of UNGA just last week, actually 6 days back. It was on Tuesday, the 23rd. So during that meeting, some elements of this peace program that has been announced today were certainly discussed. There has been a process since. There was a summit meeting on 23rd, and then follow-ups that took place. There was even some activity, as much as I understand, over the weekend, past weekend. And since this program has evolved after that meeting, now looking at it in its current final approved, agreed upon form, there are some 20 points that have come out. And as you have indicated, that even in terms of the meeting that took place between the US President and the Israeli Prime Minister, it has been agreed upon by all sides. So this, if you look at it in terms of the history since 7th of October, is unprecedented. Such a peace plan has always been on the cards, but it has been elusive. Each time it appeared, approaching or near accomplishment, there were developments that threw it away from the international.
It derailed the process.
Yes, international community's reach. So now that it has been reached and it has been brokered by the US President himself, who has a certain stature in terms of an expressed intent, desire, and of course an objective as well, a stated objective of trying to contribute to international peace in a meaningful, result-oriented fashion during his term, which has been now there for 8 months. One can definitely keep fingers crossed and hope that the effort, the time that has gone into it will certainly be honored by all parties. And the very fact which is distinctive about it, that previously the efforts had to be aborted or they stumbled for one or the other reason, this has finally been
agreed upon. True.
So I think in this agreement there lies some tensile strength, so as to say, of this agreement, and the very fact that it has been facilitated by the US presidency based on a process that has been long drawn out since his assumption of the Oval Office, but more so and more swiftly so has been there over the past week and post the events in Qatar. So I think there is some reasonable guarantee or underwriting of it being honored, while there is no denying that it will be tested. I mean, the only thing that we learn from the history in Middle East is that processes,
confidence and guarantees.
Processes have been put to test.
True.
And reality checks frequently. But it is perhaps a one of its kind development. And as a serving diplomat of an important country who was accorded a seat at the table in those 8 countries, I can hope that it will stand the test of time.
Excellency, Pakistan's role was also mentioned by US President Trump. So how you anticipate Pakistan's possible role once all things materialize in this Middle Eastern peace process? You think there will be contribution from Pakistan in terms of peacekeepers, or overall how you see Pakistan's possible role, the way these developments on Middle East peace process unfold?
Well, first of all, mentioning Pakistan.
Exactly.
Well, a year ago, mentioning Pakistan, particularly from the podiums in White House, was unheard of, not even expected. Lately, and luckily, this has been a case all along for the past 2-3 months. There is a repetition of Pakistan, its leadership, the country's strategic significance being recognized at the highest level in United States. And I think the new normal is that the exception is Pakistan not being mentioned rather than Pakistan being mentioned. So as we have earlier discussed, that Pakistan was on the table and certainly had its inclusion, involvement, and views, consent. I know for sure from my own understanding and knowledge that there were certain proposals that were discussed and presented by some important countries from the Arab Islamic group.
US President discussed it with the Pakistani leadership.
Yeah, no, there were certain proposals,
okay.
Including presented by certain countries, including Pakistan.
Including Pakistan.
So
okay.
There were other countries as well. but Pakistan was also one of the proponents in terms of how to refine the draft that was initially floated.
True.
So Pakistan was there, and since the process was taking place in New York, and the meeting thereafter took place in Washington, D.C.
Exactly.
It is only fair and natural to expect that the different tenets of the agreement or different points
True.
of the prospective deal or agreement were discussed in that meeting. So the president himself has said that Pakistan was there all along, and we played a constructive role. Our significance in not only South Asia, owing to our geostrategic location, has been there for almost 8 decades. But recently, our significance in the broader region has also come to the fore, or is part of the recognition that is being accorded to Pakistan's importance on the global, regional, broader regional strategic plane. So, given this kind of a pattern of developments, Pakistan has been taken into confidence. Pakistan has been part of the proceedings, and it can only be expected that Pakistan will be part of implementation as well. Which of the 20 points that implementation and the role of Pakistan will address remains to be seen. It will come out in due course. But as of now, perhaps nothing can be highlighted and nothing can be ruled out.
So this closeness between Pakistan and United States, Excellency, do you think it was due to Pakistan's strategic success on 10th of May conflict with India? Was it due to Marka-e-Haq, which has changed entirely Pakistan's security stature, that from Middle Eastern country to United States of America, countries are now looking at Pakistan?
Well, Pakistan's strategic poise has always been there. It's nothing new, as I mentioned earlier, because we have not changed our geography in a lighter vein. So it has always been there. But the recognition that has been accorded this time is certainly owed to multiple reasons and multiple factors. And you have rightly alluded to Marka-e-Haq, where Pakistan stamped its authority in terms of being a key player in regional peace, security, and stability. And it was established beyond an iota of doubt that no consideration of peace in the broader region, in South Asia as well as the broader region, would be complete without Pakistan playing its stabilizing role in terms of the capacity that it demonstrated with regard to being a key player.
True.
And with regard to being a player that has to be on the table. And within months, as you mentioned, we saw that this recognition was accorded, materialized last week at the UN.
True.
And it only stands to continue in terms of future developments or subsequent developments. We have seen the plan. Now the roles will be assigned, and it is only fair, natural, and perhaps rightful to expect that Pakistan will be on the table.
There will be role for Pakistan. This is what you are saying. There will be.
Definitely. I think the players that were there in the room on 22nd of September will certainly have, would be the underwriters, the guarantors, and each one of them will have a role in either practical or theoretical terms. What exactly remains to be seen and remains to be assigned.
Coming to Pakistan-US relations, we have seen frequency of meeting between Pakistani leadership and the American leadership. Earlier, there was a meeting between Pakistan's Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir and US President Donald Trump on lunch. And this week meeting was also very, very significant. My question is, what do you think? What United States expect from Pakistan?
Well, expectations is a two-way affair. It's not just a one-way thing. So, at least since I have been here over the past year, a little over a year, I think maybe a year and a month, from day one, what we advocated was that Pakistan is the fifth largest population on the planet, a country of around 250 million people. Given our population growth rate, we will be the largest Muslim nation state on the planet in about 5-7 years. And the projections are that we will stop at number 3 in terms of population in about a little over 2 decades or so, after India and China, in that order. So a mega country with such a large population, we advocated, with a mega country like United States, deserves, merits, and should be accorded a standalone relationship. A standalone relationship between,
not connected with Afghanistan or any other
not
country.
Looked at from the lens of Afghanistan, India, Russia, Iran, China. No. If 250 million people do not merit their standalone relationship, who would? So that is, I think, something which forms an essential backdrop and found resonance with the US administration, US leadership. And then there were certain developments. You have pointed out Marka-e-Haq as being one important aspect which certainly contributed. And then Pakistan has lately been economically ascendant. And in the process of this economic ascendance, we have marketed our capabilities and our assets. Like minerals. Which is, from a strategic perspective, increasingly significant. I mean, we are part, in terms of our geography, of the belt which contains minerals. So, and it is something which is of futuristic significance. The world needs these minerals throughout, our march to the future, and more so in the future. So in Pakistan, we have presented ourselves as a nation which not only is endowed with natural resources that matter, that are going to count, but have also indicated, starting with or exemplified by the minerals conference that took place in April this year. In 8th and 9th of April, it took place in Islamabad, where participants from US, China, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, all the countries of the world that were interested in that realm or that domain participated, and Pakistan openly offered the world that we feel it's a generational responsibility. It's a futuristic aspect of our dealing with the rest of the world. So we would want, people to know that we intend to deal with it responsibly. And in a fashion which is mutually rewarding for Pakistan as well as for the rest of the world. And then Pakistan has a significance in terms of a youthful population, with 65% of our population being below the age of 30, a median age of 23. So again, from a futuristic standpoint, this is one population in a strategically significant area of the world that cannot be ignored. So that is another aspect of Pakistan's relevance. Then we have a 1 million strong diaspora, Pakistani diaspora in the United States, which happens to fall in not in the average income bracket, which is like $64,000. They are in the $76,000 bracket.
$76,000 bracket.
They are affluent compared to the rest of the United States. And they have not only a population of diaspora that is growing in terms of number, but they have strategic significance and relevance in terms of, again, being a youthful population,
True.
as well as being a population with not just a good fertility rate, but fertile minds.
Beautiful.
So that is where, again, our relevance comes to the fore. And I have only enumerated a few. President Trump himself, in his tweet, has mentioned Pakistan's energy resources. They have been there all along.
Exactly.
It's nothing new. But the extraction part of it, or benefiting from the resources part of it, was always capital intensive. So now we are looking at US companies engaging in exploration, and the capital intensity part of it is going to be taken care of by maybe US organizations like IDFC or others, and government at least indicating its consent to the relevant portions of corporate America to be there, and they would be given enough assurances in both financial as well as administrative terms that the government will back them. I think IT is one area which is increasingly significant in terms of a youthful cohort of population that we have in Pakistan. They are all citizens of future. True. And future is going to be more and more exemplified, demonstrated as a global village and an interconnected world. So Pakistan has been there for 8 decades as having a strategic poise, a geostrategic poise. Now Pakistan has a geoeconomic significance.
True.
It is reflected in our foreign policy orientation, and we intend to pursue it. And we have been certainly advertising ourselves in that vein in the world, including this country. And it's only natural and logical that this recognition is being accorded.
There was an MOU signed between Pakistan and United States of America for mineral exploration. And what do you think, when there will be agreement as a follow-up of this MOU? And also, please share some information when the United States is going to have MOU or agreement with Pakistan on oil exploration.
Well, I can give a long answer, but I would try and go for abridgment.
Short and crisp answer.
Short and crisp answer. Sooner than later.
Sooner than later.
Yes.
I mean,
on both counts. On both counts. Sooner.
Work is on.
The work is in an advanced stage.
Work is an advanced stage. On trade and economic cooperation between Pakistan and United States, this year, 19% tariff was announced by US administration for Pakistani exports. What do you think? What could be impact of this 19% tariffs on Pakistani products? And connected to this question is, in the days to come, what are the trade targets for Pakistan in the United States of America?
Well, Pakistan has United States as its largest destination of exports.
True.
So when on the 2nd of April at around 1600 hours in a press conference, the US president announced that there are going to be tariffs on imports of United States for different countries for different reasons and to different ratios. In this office where we are sitting, US Assistant Trade Representative was with us the next day on 3rd of April.
The very next day?
The very next. I was the first ambassador to meet him post-announcement. And we did not discuss any numbers, 19%, 50%, no numbers. We discussed a principle. I requested the US Assistant Trade Representative that the press conference started at 1600 hours yesterday. We are not bothered about numbers. Our intent is, and what we solicit from United States as our trading partner, single largest destination of our exports, is that our competitiveness vis-a-vis our competitors in textiles and other products which we export to United States, as it stood at 1600 hours on 2nd of April, should not be disturbed.
Beautiful.
So no numbers.
No numbers.
We are not into the numbers game. We want our competitiveness to be intact. And when we reach the trade agreement through a drawn out negotiation process on around the 1st of August, that principle which we sought was honored in practical terms. And you can look at all our competitors, 19% is either equal or below. So our competitiveness has not been disturbed. Vis-a-vis the tariff lines that have been given to other countries, we stand good chance in textiles. Textile already is over 70% of our exports to United States. So in home textiles, for instance, Pakistan was already at number 3 after China and India in that order. So now we are the natural go-to country, since those countries, at least for now, have higher tariffs. So I was there during the Home Textile Week in New York about 2 weeks back. I spent the whole week. All Pakistani big exporters were there. I visited their facilities, their display centers around the 5th Avenue in New York. We discussed a strategy. We also discussed it with the other players from the US market, who are definitely interested and looking for, alternatives with this recast of dice, so as to say. So we are actively engaged in enhancement of our opportunity. And we believe that if we gain during this process a larger share of the market than what we have in textiles and even in other areas, we will be able to retain it even if the tariffs come down for our competitors. So that is the endeavor that we are engaged in. And of course, the numbers will be filled in by the process itself. Again, no numbers. The process, the principle.
And which about the future trade targets?
That's what I'm saying, that they will be determined as we go. So we are basically focused on, optimistic, not just hopeful. We are optimistic. We have fingers crossed. And we are actively engaged in that endeavor. As I told you that, I was there speaking to all players on our side, on the other side, and we hope to repeat it in March. We intend between now and March, and latest by March, to gather all players under one roof. The importers from United States, the exporters from Pakistan, particularly in the textile and home textile sector, to come together. And embassy will afford the avenue, the space to make it happen. And it's something that we have only initiated as of now, but we intend to follow through on it. And regardless of a reconfiguration of tariffs that may take place, we would be engaged in a relentless effort on that scope.
So coming back to Pakistan-US relations, of course, United States President maintained ceasefire, and he has acknowledged this number of times. What do you think in the days to come? Do you think the way US President has played a role in Middle Eastern peace process, can he play a similar role in bringing India and Pakistan on negotiation table so that all outstanding issues could be discussed?
Well, firstly, it is important to bear in mind that it was part of the plan.
That was part of the plan.
It was always part of the plan. When I was approached as ambassador to Washington on the night of 9th and 10th of May for a ceasefire by the US side, it was mentioned that once the ceasefire is accomplished, there is going to be a process which can
dialogue process,
which mediated process, which can be facilitated, mediated, can take place anywhere in the world where the two countries, the two parties can agree upon. And it was part of the arrangement that post ceasefire, this kind of a discussion will be initiated, this kind of a dialogue will be facilitated, and it would be on all issues that form a concern for Pakistan, as well as on all issues that form a concern for India. So everything will be on table, and that certainly includes Kashmir from our perspective, because we believe and have held all along, and it is perfectly logical, as well as has the evidence of history to support it, that this is the core issue between two countries that certainly impedes establishment of durable peace in South Asia. So this is there. Now, and you have seen it, I think, enough evidence of that in the statements that came out from Secretary Rubio and others, that there will be this kind of a discussion on all issues, and US will try to facilitate such a dialogue, such a discourse. It's a revival between Pakistan and India. So we hope that should be revived. It stands to be revived in terms of the understanding. But we believe that the Indian side is dithering. It is evasive. It is intransigent, which is, from our perspective, against the spirit of establishing durable peace in the region. And the 4-day conflict between the two countries has only proved that gone are the days of traditional warfare. It is much more lethal than what it used to be in earlier iterations of confrontation between the two countries. It is going to impact in a major fashion. What India has done without providing a shred of evidence regarding Pakistan having anything to remotely even do with the Pahalgam attack and going for aggression, they have lowered the threshold of aggression. And by using equipment and missiles and stuff like BrahMos, they have raised
with the nuclear warheads.
They have raised the threshold of response. So we have entered a very, very dangerous zone in South Asia, given the capabilities that are well known. And it's not just about capabilities, it's the impact of those capabilities, because if we only were to count the population of the two countries involved, and there is more in that region, 1.6 to 1.7 billion people are likely to be impacted.
Exactly.
But where we are mentioning this hazard, this danger, this delicately poised situation, this precarious scenario, the opportunity is equally large for somebody like President Trump, who wants to leave a legacy of peace in this term, to play an active, decisive role for establishment of peace in South Asia between India and Pakistan, in a region which will impact his peace effort, his peace facilitation, his role, active involvement will impact no less than 1.7 billion people. So that's the most impactful piece. Pakistan has already not only applauded his personal involvement and his effort, we have nominated him for the Nobel Prize already, and we believe that there would be a follow-up on his initiation of peace through ceasefire, and it will be taken to its final destination, which will not only benefit the lives and livelihoods of such a large population in the world, but it will open up new avenues of progress and prosperity for the same number of minutes.
Exactly. And finally, how you see Pakistan-US relations future in the days to come?
I think there is enough reason to have, as I said, it is not a matter of choice. The relationship between two mega countries of today as well as tomorrow is not optional. It is indispensable. And now, if the two sides have come to realize it, if things are looking up, the trajectory is positive, the trend is ascendant, we will have to work together to go and get it. So I would say, in terms of the short and crisp answer, that it looks good. We have to make good on it.
Thank you so much indeed, Excellency Ambassador Rizwan Saeed Sheikh, Pakistan's Ambassador to United States of America, for sparing time and speaking to program for V News English. And dear viewers, till our next program, goodbye and Khuda Hafiz from Washington.